love you. We love you. Welcome back to the show, bud. You look great. I love it every time you come on the show. We have a lot to talk about, but the first thing I got to ask you, I have very exciting news. You're about to be a dad.
Yeah.
I did it. You did it.
No, if anybody who knows me, it's my dream to be a dad. So I'm so excited. Elsie's excited. I'm excited, to see her be a mom. So we're stoked.
You're gonna be a fantastic dad. I've seen you around kids, and you're so good.
Oh, thanks,
You're
man.
good. I mean, no,
it's the best. Everything else doesn't really matter anymore. It's nice.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, you go, oh, this is why I'm doing all of this.
Yeah.
It's just to take care of these people, yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's the greatest, but you're gonna crush it.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
so happy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming. I also want to ask you about this. You're doing stand-up after taking a little time away from doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And you're back to getting an act together. What does it feel like? Talk to me through this, because I want to know, because I'm opening up for Nate at end of September.
Oh, the Nate Summer Camp? The crazy Nashville. That's fun. He's the best.
I'm doing, we're doing MSG.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing slightly smaller venues.
That's not why I brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You made me say it.
So what little theater are you doing?
No.
BAM?
No.
No, I'm excited. I haven't done it in a while, and as you know, it's fun because you're like nervous, which I think is the best part.
See, I disagree. I don't like being nervous.
Oh no, the best part is bombing. No, it's because I get to go.
Stand it.
Because you pop into these comedy clubs, and the audience is so excited to see you, and then you disappoint the out of them.
Well, you don't have an act yet.
Yeah, and I keep going, it'll get there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But
do you even know where you're starting? Because I have it all typed out.
Well, I have some new stuff to talk about now, so I think that'll help.
Yeah, of course.
No, yeah.
But you're a great stand-up, though. It's just like I feel like you'd just be like riding a bike. You go, yeah, I took a little time off.
Oh, thanks. No, it's it's weird once you get the act down. When you go on the road, you know where all the laughs are gonna come in, so it gets kind of boring. So because you weirdly get mad. You're like, I bet this is gonna work, and then it does. And you're like, but the most fun is creating it, and then then you just go on the road.
Is there a difference doing it now sober than?
Oh yeah, that's what I was nervous about, because I was like, maybe I'm not very good, or maybe I was so high I thought I was good.
Exactly, completely. You're like, I want to see if I really did this.
Yeah,
I have pictures, but I don't know.
I'm weirdly sharper and more aware, so it's more fun.
Enjoying it more.
Yeah, when people laugh, you feel it as opposed to just sitting.
Yeah.
So high, so high sitting there.
I'll tell you who you made laugh, and I'll get into this in a long segue. But you have two movies that we can enjoy Pete Davidson in. One is called The Pickup, okay? And this is a comedy with the best of the best. We have Keke Palmer and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Come on now, this is. Yeah.
It's a dream come true.
Talk about that, and I know that you love Eddie. I mean, coming up with comedy, that was your. How did you first hear of Eddie Murphy?
I mean,
much younger than I am.
So I obviously found out first from Donkey, because it was like 2001. I was 7. So, but then I became such a fan of him. I found out who he was, and then I went. Remember FYE and like Sam Goody?
Yeah.
In the mall.
For your eyes or for your ears or
for your entertainment? Man?
Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
No. I like what you said about it.
That was a lot of FYE.
That's why they closed. It was
they was too confusing. My eyes, my ears. What is this? A bookstore? What is this?
They just had an Eddie Murphy section. They have DVDs, whatever.
And you know him from Shrek as Donkey.
Yeah, and I was like, this Donkey guy rules. So I'll watch whatever. So I saw Eddie Murphy Delirious. So I just one of the best specials ever. And I grabbed it. My mom just bought it, and then we were in the car on the way home, and I'm like 7, and he's like, this. And I was like, whoa, Donkey's crazy. Donkey got some ideas.
Wow.
So
different take on a Donkey.
Yeah, my mom, took out the DVD and was like, you can't watch this. And then I got so sad, and I think we were going through a tough time, and she saw how much it made me laugh. So she was like, you could watch this, just like, don't tell anyone. So,
I know your mom. I love your mom.
My mom's the best.
She's awesome. You made a good move.
Yeah,
And then you watched it?
Oh, within a week, I was just around the house going, you know, when the ice cream man comes, you know, doing all that stuff. So he's my hero. So it was amazing getting to work with him.
I think he might be one of the most impersonated acts in the in history of comedy history. Like everyone would recite his act word for word.
Yeah,
the whole act.
It's the best. It's also just like any comedian will tell you. It's Eddie and then everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's in a league of his own.
Yeah. Did you get to talk to him about this? Did you geek out or no?
I held it tight.
That's my man.
Yeah,
Good. Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
I held it tight.
You didn't say anything.
I held it tight, and then like right before we wrapped, I was like, I love you so much.
And I was in the back of the car.
And he was like, you kept it cool, man.
Yeah.
But we had a blast, man. It was, when I got the offer, I didn't even read it. I was like, yes. And then I read it, and it was great.
Yeah.
But I was just so excited. I mean,
He said you made him laugh. It's on Prime Video August 6th. I mean, but
Yes.
Eddie Murphy's saying that. He's like, no, Pete Davidson's great.
that's all you can ask for.
And Kiki Palmer?
Kiki's the best.
No, she's on the next level, dude.
She could do it all.
She's
she
next
could act,
level.
sing, be funny.
She could do, she's next
enormously
level. Kiki
talented,
Palmer, yeah. I don't even know how to describe her.
Yeah.
And then this Friday, The Home, this is a totally different type of movie.
Yeah.
Comes out. It's a horror film, but I wanted to show just the poster just so we can tell this quick story because this made me laugh.
Yeah.
Only what happened to you, by the way.
Of course.
So this is called The Home, and this is an eyeball here.
Yeah.
That is your eyeball.
So, yeah. So,
That's a needle, okay.
Yeah, so in the movie, that happens to my eye, and obviously I read the script and was just like, that won't be my eye. This is the movie.
It's simply, of course.
It'll be a CGI eye.
People fly.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can bring people back from the dead and put them in a
Yes,
movie.
that's what
That's
it
not
was.
my eye.
Of course not.
And here's also, so I get to set, and there's 3 doctors there. And they all look, not like they're a little concerned. And I'm like, what's going on? And my buddy James, who directed it, is like, yeah, well, they're here for your eye. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, today's that scene. I go, I know, but what do you mean? He's like, well, it's got to be your eye. He goes, you have very recognizable eyes. I go, what the hell are you talking about? No, I don't. My eyes are normal, sir. So, and here's what I said. I was like,
Sure.
even if that is me, no one's gonna think it's me. No one's sitting there being like, that's Pete's eye.
No one.
No way.
No way.
So we do it. They do the Kubrick Clockwork Orange. They open my eye or whatever. It's all jacked up, and there's these 3 doctors on the side, and then this actor was like messing up his lines, and I was like, come on, dude. Like come on.
We got it this take.
You
all right?
gotta do it. And
I gotta blink.
So this is the best. So we didn't get to do a wide shot. It was just right here, and we didn't get to do the wide because I heard in the corner one of the doctors went to the director and goes, yeah, about 30 more seconds, there's gonna be some real damage. So I take the thing off. I'm like, squirting it with water and stuff. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And then we're watching it in Video Village, and the director goes, yeah, it didn't have to be your eye. I was like, come on, dude.
Yeah, lie to me, man.
Lie. So
Tell
your
us
eye did great.
That was the best eye.
Yeah.
Just so you know, when you see this, it's Pete's eye.
my
everybody.
eye.
That's acting.
Yeah. Yes.
That is acting for you. That's commitment.
Apparently, I will do anything for scale.
What do we tell everyone The Home is about?
So The Home is... The Home's about... It's always weird doing that.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like, no. It's
Setting up the clip?
It's literally all I have to do.
Yeah. No, you're correct.
No, it's this kid, this guy, Max, he's having a tough time in life, and rather than go to jail, he goes and gets community service at this old folks' home, and then chaos ensues.
There's some secret that's happening.
There's actually some sick in this. No, it is. It's very disturbing. I also filmed it 3 years ago in a K-hole, so you could enjoy that. Not as funny, I guess. All right.
You're working stuff out.
I got out of the hole.
This is
I climbed out of the hole.
Yeah. This is no, but this is it's scary. There's old folks home, and then there's a secret fourth floor that we don't know.
There's a secret fourth floor. It's a fun, like, you know.
It's frightening.
It's frightening. I never got to do just a straight, like, horror movie, so I had a really good time, and it was just, like, weird. It's a weird one. The guy who, my buddy James, he made The Purge, so it's weird.
Yeah, everything. Oh, it's that movie. Yeah, exactly. It's called The Home. I want to show a clip. Here's Pete Davidson in The Home. Take a look.
Well, it's just Norma said something to me. She said that there was something wrong with this place. There was something very wrong. And then the next day, she just... Look. Hey. Hey.
Oh, I went away again, didn't I?
Yeah!
Pretty weird, right?
Pete Davidson, everybody. The Home is in theaters Friday. And The Pickup is on Prime Video August 6th. More with Pete after the break. Stick around, everybody.